What's going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of After the Whistle Wednesday, June 10th, folks. We got one more show after this week. But it's a hot day outside. Hope y'all out there enjoying the weather. If y'all go to the beach or something, take a walk on the beach, or just enjoy the weather. It's a good day to be outside. Some of us, doing a lot of work. The heat catches up to you with all the stuff you be doing, man.
Yeah, it does. It does.
He will have you like, but I can't complain.
You don't realize how draining the heat is till you spend like half the day outside.
Yeah.
And then you sit indoors with the cooler and you're like, oh my God.
Right.
I don't want to go back out there.
No, that is true, man. But actually, shout out to everybody who graduated last week.
Facts, everyone.
Yes.
I got some cousins that graduated. I think there's too many of y'all to count.
Yeah.
Tia daughter graduated. I think Amaya. I think that's her name.
Okay.
So many cousins. Once again, relatives, if you see me, don't be weird. If you recognize me from a family function, just run up to me, say what up. All I'm going to do is ask you, who's your parent? And then we figure out from there. But it's always going to be all love. I got mad cousins, bro. Mad cousins.
Oh, my God.
Because I be needing to know these kids, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
And if Maddie's around them, I need her to know who she related to. So it's run up on me.
Speaking of cousins, I tell you, Grace's sister, she's here from Belgium. Today's her last day.
That's dope. She bring you chocolate?
She did bring me some chocolate, actually.
Yeah.
I ate that thing as soon as I got home.
That's the only time I ever ate chocolate. I was like, ooh, I kind of see what they be talking about.
Yeah,
that lasted for like 30 seconds.
She brought me some chocolate. It was called like Leonidas chocolate or something like that. It was pretty good. And then she brought like some wine.
Leonidas chocolate? Anything to do with Leonidas?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know, but it was cool. But then also, like a couple weeks ago, I was on Facebook, and I just get this random request, and I'm looking at the picture. And I see my grandma in the picture. And I'm like, and I thought, is this one of them AI-generated photos?
Dude here, bro.
No, because it was a picture of a dude, and my grandma was sitting down, and I'm like, who is this dude? Why is he in the kitchen? Well, my grandma was there, and I'm just looking. So I had to call my mom. I'm like, this might be one of them weird cases, people be doing too much. She's like, oh yeah, that's your cousin. He lives in Maine. He came, your aunt found him. And then I was like, oh, okay. So it was my mom's brother's kid. So I was like, all right, okay.
So you met a new relative?
I haven't met him yet, but
I found a new relative a couple months ago. Yeah. Grandma got another sibling with a nephew. Well, her nephew has a clothing line, so we was talking about clothing stuff, which was kind of dope.
Yeah. The past year, I met some relatives, some cousins that I know. But one of my other cousins, he goes up to Franklin Pierce. He played football at the big boy. Last year, at a birthday party.
Also, too, my cousin, his clothing line is called Touching Money Daily. He's based out of New York, I think Brooklyn. So I got to go meet him, check him out. But he has some dope hoodies, though. Hoodies are dope.
Yeah. I'm sure he's having a blast with the NBA Finals over there.
Oh, my God. He might be the only Knick fan I don't really have anything to say about. Nah, he's nicked out, bro.
Oh, man.
Nick at night.
Well, speaking of the NBA Finals, there are 3 games in. The Knicks lead 2-1, but all 3 games actually been good games. They've been really solid games that literally just come down to the last 2 minutes. The Spurs, as you said, the first game in particular, the youth showed in the first game. The second game, they walked out of that one like, we just blew that. We gave that game away.
That's what kids do.
Yeah, but good bounce back game for them, though. They had a really good bounce back game. And the theme for them this entire postseason, when they cut down on their turnovers, when they don't have crazy amount of turnovers, they win games. And that's what it was this game. The Stephon Castle stepped up in a big way. And I think he's been overly criticized a lot this postseason because this is his first win and a lot of mistakes. But that dude's a dog. Did you see his dad played with Tim Duncan?
No, but
Wake Forest.
Now that you say that, I'll go back because I used to watch Wake Forest a little bit.
His freshman, I don't know how many years, but when Tim Duncan was a freshman.
But also understand, for kids, Wake Forest wasn't that exciting to watch. We was worried about North Carolina and other schools that had more like entertaining players. But
Yeah.
that's dope though. But I mean, playoff time, this is where you show. This is where your deficiencies get magnetized, and you see what you got to work on in the offseason. He's not the best shooter. He's primarily a driver. Can make shots, but he has to be more. He has to work on his 3-point shot, be more efficient with it. That's all. Got some mechanics you got to work on. But bro, he was rookie of the year last year. He's still young. They're in the finals. They're just looking for things to critique because you have to talk about both teams. But honestly, but this is just the Knicks are a bunch of vets, bro. And you got 3 guys that won together that kind of just know how to win, and they're 3 prominent pieces on the team, not like 1 star and 2 bench guys that don't do much. They all, you know what I mean, understand what it takes to actually win.
But I think Game 3 was just talking about his shot, and he's not. But he made the biggest shot, that 3-pointer to push him, and then going to the free throw line at that point in the game is just it makes both of them to give him the cushion. He came up with a lot of big plays. The dude that's killing the Spurs is Keldon Johnson, 6th man of the year this year. He's been unplayable this series, and man, the things he was doing, it's just tough to watch. I don't know if he's overthinking or...
Might be. I mean, none of them guys have been in that situation before. And like I said, again, granted, it's just basketball, but we don't know what's going through the minds of each one of these players in these moments. Some people might actually be a little nervous. Right. They might just be overthinking things. And two, I feel like the biggest issue with the Spurs, they have these quarters where they just can barely score.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout the game, it don't matter how much they're up on the Knicks.
Quarter. A
second or third, they're gonna have an 18-point quarter, and it's like, come on, bro, you guys are shooting yourselves in the foot. At least get 20 to 25 points each quarter to try to combat those 30-point quarters that the Knicks might have. You know what I mean? So you're not falling too far and losing your lead too drastically.
And for the Knicks, also, a lot of those guys came down from shooting like crazy. They've been shooting crazy during that 13-game winning streak. Only one that still kept it up was OG, who's probably been their best player this entire series. But this game, Cat was nowhere to be found. Well, they didn't get, as people say, they didn't get him the ball. They didn't give him opportunities. I think he took 4 shots in the fourth quarter and stuff like that.
I mean, as a whole, they barely had any assists compared to the Spurs. The Spurs had 28 assists or something like that.
Yeah, up there, high 20s.
The Knicks had
17, I think. 15.
And they had mad turnovers, with 13, 14 turnovers compared to the Spurs 8.
Yeah.
So they went away from their formula, and a bunch of analysis was saying that they felt like this man was trying to win MVP rather than win the game. Talking about Brunson.
Yeah,
so he was just, but they needed him to win games 1 and 2 because he wasn't performing well most of the game. And then fourth quarter comes, he produces. So it's like, what do you want the man to do? Not be aggressive because they need him to win games. So they just didn't play in their element, and they lost. That's all.
They did, and then the physics. I never seen these New Yorkers complain so much about physicality and all that stuff. I'm like, this is coming from a franchise that had Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason.
Yeah. At one point, at the same time.
Right, the 2 biggest enforcers in
But you gotta understand, this new generation of Knicks fan don't even really know anything about that. My thing is and this is why I say about us, I respect Yankees fans because they still have respect for the game itself. They're not gonna harm you if you wear a Red Sox hat. You know what I mean? To the Yankee Stadium.
Might make fun of you.
Fenway, you might have an issue just because Red Sox fans are obnoxious.
Napoleon complex.
Yeah, exactly. They might punch you in the stomach just because they can't reach your neck, your chin. But New York Knicks fans, you guys are despicable.
Yeah.
And the aspect of a man can't walk home in a Spurs jersey without being physically harmed, and if he would have shot you guys would have been crying for justice.
Right.
And he would have gave y'all justice.
And we've got 2 years. They did the same thing last year with the.
My thing is nobody should be harmed for things they like.
Right, right. Yeah. And them New Yorkers, they go to all these away arenas and nobody treats them like that.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Even though they go in there act obnoxious when they win and stuff like that, but people still, all right, they won. We got to deal with it. Hey,
so those, and I'm not saying all Knicks fans as a whole because I know Knicks fans are just cool people, but the representation of Knicks fans, you got to do something about that because they're despicable and just disgusting.
Yeah, man. It's been all trash. I've just been laughing at the commentary. even like, I got a friend, she in New York, she's like, the league didn't want them to get swept, so I was like, what are you talking about? I like it, two guys combined for 13 points. Like, you're not gonna win a game like that when two starters combined for 13 points. You trying to blame the refs because they lost? Like, that's not what happened. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all are being overly physical with the tall guy, and the tall guy showing everybody, listen, y'all ain't gonna punk me.
Just say it like it is. I'm not Rudy Gay. I mean, Rudy Gobert. I said Rudy Gay. Apologies. I'm not Rudy Gobert. Just let it be. He got to let it be known. I mean, what's his name? My boy Fournier. He had to let it be known overseas. Don't play with my French ass. I'll whoop on you. And he did. Like. And it's like, I'll be honest, the refs are letting this get a little out of control. Because some of the fouls, like, you got to call just to keep things, basketball.
Calm it down a little bit.
Some of these fouls they're letting go is like, come on, bro. Like, you got to just blow the whistle to keep some organization in the game, bro. Because it's turning into pop ball sometimes, bro. Dude swinging their arms, dude on your arms. It's like, bro, you got to just call something just so things don't escalate in the fourth quarter, bro.
And my issue with that, too, is like,
damn.
When he grabbed his arm and the ball was out of bounds, they had to use a challenge. They had to use a challenge just for that. It's like, there's 6 pairs of eyes. What are y'all staring at?
One thing I noticed, they don't like implementing common sense because that will affect other aspects of the game. Like, your challenge rules don't make no sense. Your replay rules don't make no sense. But common sense can't be implemented because it'll show how stupid a lot of things you do throughout the game are, and what the things you use, and you don't use them properly.
Right. And I'm looking tonight's game. We're looking to see how the first couple minutes is going to go and how they're going to play. Because I know some of these dudes on the Knicks are going to try to try to give this dude a hard foul. But it's kind of hard to hard foul him, though, because you can't, you can't grab him by the shoulder.
It's like trying to box a giraffe, bro.
The only
you can't box a giraffe, man. Ain't no knockout, ain't no up top knockout. You gotta get him in the body.
It's like the only way you can do it is just like when he's trying to set a screen, maybe try to go through it, but even that, still, like, you're gonna. Some of them dudes, so it's gonna be hilarious to see what they're gonna try to do to get a hard foul on him, because the normal hard foul they can't, because once he jumps up, it's like you bridge him, you're gonna be susceptible to a flagrant 2 or something like that.
And another thing I got for these rules, my thing is like, if you do the replay and you're unsure of the call, and the whole stadium erupts, you probably should listen to the stadium. Because you're looking at the call. Just saying. Just saying.
It's like, right? Yeah.
Like, most fans, they're well aware of being fair, right. So they're not going to just moan and groan off a call they know doesn't go to their benefit.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to read the room.
Yeah, that whole thing was a spectacle. Hosting their first finals game in 26 years, 27 years or whatever. But it was just a spectacle. It took like the workers had to get there extra early just to get into the building. We all know
going to New York is a spectacle.
Yeah.
Enjoying your time in New York throughout certain times of the year is a spectacle. Yeah. This clown, Orange Man, wanted to come down and turn Game 3 into a spectacle. I'll be honest, they shouldn't even let him get a ticket just because he ruined just the whole atmosphere of everything. Fans can't even be true fans of something they might never see again because this clown wants to act like he's important.
There's no reason. I've never seen it, but a sitting president. There's a reason why sitting presidents don't go to those types of games, because security and all that other stuff. You're drawing too much, and it takes away from like the normal game day operations.
When somebody's never really been the man, they don't know how to carry themselves. I don't care. You've been on TV back in the day, this, that, and the third. You never really was the man, though. So now that you're the man. Well, quote unquote, the man in some eyes, you don't even know how to carry yourself. And you're supposed to be the upper echelon, bro. You're supposed to legit not mind being by yourself, privacy, comfortable, not making a spectacle out of yourself.
Keep sports out of politics is what I always hear.
And religion.
Yeah, is what I always hear. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. So, and then also, like, they're not, they're not having those watch parties outside the garden again. It's just like,
why not?
Yeah, I have no idea, but it's kind of like, yo, y'all had a good thing going with those watch parties. Got a whole bunch of people out there watching the game.
But why not?
I forget why.
Are there issues happening after, like a cars being flipped over after a win?
Nah.
The only thing I say is keep your hands to yourself.
Right.
If you get shot, you can't get mad.
Yeah.
And sports are never that serious that you got to physically harm somebody.
Yeah, it's never that serious at all. But we'll see how the rest of the series plays out. But if it goes somewhere that the Knicks don't like, I'm just gonna go back to the theory I had, during other sporting events when Mr. President showed up. I was saying there's a trend going on there with every team.
I'll be honest.
They end up losing.
I'll be honest, man. They shouldn't even allow frivolous fans in the NBA Finals games, no matter how much you letting them pay for their ticket. Because there are people that will actually pay for those tickets full price and will actually enjoy the game. You got these loser guys sitting on their phone, never going to Knicks games all year round, but all of a sudden want to come to the finals just to be shown on the Titantron, sitting on your phone all day. Right. You can't even hoop. You can't even run a mile. Like, get some of y'all out of there. I'm sorry. Like,
I told you that one time I went to a Knicks game at MSG. It was pretty dope. It was dope. Like where I was sitting.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, no, it was dope to experience a different arena instead of TD Garden, just to see, how they get that. But it was pretty hilarious though. It was great. Granted, I was like one of like 2 Celtics fans in the building. That game, it was hilarious, but it was cool. It's like one of those places you got to go there once just to catch a game.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, but if I don't, I'm not missing nothing.
Game number 4 is tonight, so Spurs looking to duplicate what they did in Game 3, try to tie it back up, and the Knicks just trying to give themselves another step closer to bringing it home a title for the first time in 53 years. So we'll see what happens, but I think what you said was correctly about those guys having those butterflies or like the lights being too big. But it looks like they've calmed down. That's what it looked like in Game 3. It looked like they've calmed down and did it.
I mean, just make sure the man's aware before you throw a pass in somebody's back, bro. Just keep your dribble.
Yeah. Yeah.
You low-key knew he did not want that ball, bro.
He turned her,
But Wemby didn't want either. So it's like he had a moment.
It was one of those things like let me get it out fast so I could rim run and stuff. But it was that's one of them things you the best player on the team, my man. You gotta
yeah. But it happens that everybody's just not at those moments.
Yeah. And also, Brunson flopped.
I mean, what do you think about the push in the back of the head?
I think Shaq said it best. Get up off me, man. Stop grabbing me.
I'm not mad at neither one reaction, because if Brunson didn't run up and say something, I'd have been looking at you like, come on, bro.
You gotta say something.
Man, just mush you in the back of your head like that.
Little boy, you.
Yeah, ain't no try he did. It's all good though. I mean,
but it's playoff basketball, man. I mean, we saw a dude get clotheslined and a whole fight happened, and the only thing that happened was 2 technical fouls, and they shot free throws, and they went right back to the game.
I've seen an uncle in a men's league try to stomp his nephew's head in. And they was playing for free. Shout out to the Higgins, Joe. The Bill Ricker boys is crazy out there, Joe.
Somebody said it best. Hey, they be like, these dudes want 90s basketball back, and now that 90s basketball is happening, they complaining like, folks don't know what they want. But I'm loving all of it. I like the pettiness. I like,
it's physical, bro. Yeah. It's the final boss.
Yeah, it is.
It's the last 7 games of the season, and you leave it all out there, literally.
We had dudes pushing each other. We had some pushing and shoving. We had Josh Hart being stupid. Like, you scored the basketball, you trying to get the rebound.
But you know what's crazy though? The only retro playoff series they're showing to compare this to is Melo versus Kobe. Because that was a battle. Nah, it definitely was a battle. For a few years.
Yeah, that was. And They thought they had him at one time.
I mean, I thought they had him one time. I was hoping Melo get one, at least play in the finals one time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that would have been cool to see. But ish happens. Alrighty, we got some NFL stuff to talk about. All right, the Pats started OTAs. Trying to get back the start of a new on the road back to the Super Bowl. But their defensive back Gonzalez, he's looking for a new contract. He showed up, but he's looking for a new contract, and rightfully so. The dude.
I mean, they were just in the Super Bowl last year, right?
Yeah,
they shouldn't be not trying to pay anybody.
You
pay everybody.
And he was the best. He was the best cornerback in the league.
Why is he even talking?
Right.
They should be offering him the money.
They should have. Here's a blank piece of paper.
For real, bro.
What you want? What you need? Because quarterbacks like that don't come around easily. They don't come around just like that. So
bro, they was in the Super Bowl last year. He was the best.
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? Like, this is like an illogical conversation for the Pats. Just pay the man. I get it. What you did in the past might have helped you get those other championships, but this is a new day, right?
Just for context, some of the highest paid, some of the paid defensive back, like Trent McDuffie from the Rams, he's paid like $31 million per season. So he's looking somewhere a little bit more of that, and it could be done. Whatever they got to do to work it out, because then you're gonna end up. He ends up leaving, or you end up trading him, and then you're back to square one looking for a cornerback, and then getting torched.
They was just in the Super Bowl. And the reason why they lost was not their defense.
Right.
So with that being said, you pay him. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the issue is.
Hey man, we speaking the same language.
What?
Get that man his money, man.
They kept y'all in the game.
Until they got tired, y'all.
Yeah, cause y'all didn't give him a chance.
If I was in that locker, if I was a defensive player in that locker room, I would just been staring at them like, you sorry, boo.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably got changed in the bathroom. I might not even went in the locker room. I'd have been so pissed. I'll see y'all on the bus. I don't hear nothing from Coach. I don't hear nothing from none of y'all. You know I'd have been hot, bro.
Yeah, no, we don't.
I would have been hot. I would talk to them later that night. But at that moment, I don't want to look at none of their faces.
Yeah.
You didn't even fight. You know what I mean? You didn't even fight.
The thing that still gets me mad about the Super Bowl is like the 2 times they were actually aggressive on offense, they scored easily. The 2 times.
In the second half, right?
Yeah, they decided to be aggressive, and they're just like, bruh.
Like, you know what happened? The refs would have been like, yeah, what you doing in here? I'm changing with y'all, man. I can't go. For real, bro. I'm sorry.
I've just been scared like, man, he's sorry, no.
I tell Maddie, I don't care if you lose, but you better fight.
Right.
If you don't fight, don't even talk to me after the game. You got to wait a little bit. I'm hot. I can take wins and losses. I can't take lack of fighting. Nope.
Other small NFL news: the Bengals and Joe Burrow are going to restructure his contract. They get a little, take a little bit off or something like that. But man,
I was just thinking about a haircut, a little bit off the top. He better not show up the trade camp with that haircut either again. Think about a little bit off the top.
You talking about Burrow?
Yeah, man. His performance.
He looked like an '80s porn star.
Yeah, bro. And he wasn't Dirk Diggler. Pause. I don't know if this is even possible, but whatever.
Restructuring his contract and all that is cool, but can y'all keep this guy healthy? Can y'all keep him upright? Can y'all keep him safe? And can y'all, make sure he's not on the sideline with the hat?
They might need to put him in a shot cage on the field or a bubble.
They might, man. I don't think.
But can they stop starting off so trash?
Yeah, that's.
How about that one? Because if he does get injured midway through the season, at least their record is okay.
Right.
They don't have to fight so hard to get into the playoffs.
Right.
Because for a franchise that shouldn't make the playoffs, they make it quite a
this
lot
is
nowadays.
This is like these last 5. This is like the most talent they've probably ever had.
And they spot franchises like 5 wins.
Yeah, the first month of the season. It's just like
what? And y'all not even like a upper echelon franchise. Y'all really bottom of the barrel for most of y'all existence. The only person I know is Corey Dillon and Peter Work. That was good for the Bengals.
Yeah, you can't forget about Hall of Famer Ocho.
My bad, Ocho. My bad. Forgot about Ocho.
Yeah. You said Corey Dillon, right?
Yeah.
And then TJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah, who's whatever his name is. Yeah, Hushmanzada. It took me a second to get that out.
Yeah. So, hey, good. I mean, good job with the restructuring of the contract, but make sure you keep your quarterback intact so y'all can actually have a chance to, make a postseason run and try to get back to the Super Bowl. Like, come on now. Jeez. All right, WNBA. That rookie, she was at Notre Dame. The hair,
Olivia
Miles. Woo,
or Niles or Miles. She was at TCU.
TCU.
She's a killer, dog.
Man.
But her and Hannah were just, those are just two alphas.
Yeah.
Two alphas. I mean, they played well together. They just couldn't win together.
Yeah, but she's star. She is.
Yeah, she's a killer.
You see that move she put on that girl last night?
I see all the moves she putting on them. I watched Olivia.
Yeah. That's like Showtime for real right there. Like, she coming in here with a lot of confidence.
That's how I be training girls how to play.
Yeah.
Now, if you can figure it out, there you go.
Right.
But yeah, like.
Yeah, that's like what a fan. People like to see flair. People like to see people that make them go ooh, and she does that, and she on the Lynx, right?
Yeah, I want to say yes, but off the top of my head, I can't think. 'Cause I haven't watched that much WNBA basketball.
Yeah,
just watched mostly highlights and stuff.
Yeah, she's on the Lynx. She's on the Lynx. She had 24. She had 24 last night.
Yeah, she's
they Lynx won 8 straight. Angel Reese recorded her 57th career double-double, which is one of the fastest in league history. Playing against her old team, the Chicago Sky. They got the dub. Well, it wasn't as much dread. It wasn't as much tense moments as you would think between the teams got bad. Well, she has bad blood with the team.
I know.
Whatever, but
I don't watch Angel Reese.
I don't either, but it just felt like putting that because that's quite the milestone.
I'm not mad at her milestone, but when you break these things down,
she don't make me say ooh,
bro.
when I watch her play. She don't make me say ooh.
Crazy thing is, she has the ability to do those things.
She used to.
But her fundamentals is like, I don't know what they're doing with her game.
LSU messed her whole game
I
up.
just wish that she would just hold herself to a just pro standard and just make the first one. And then if you need to rebound your second one, but like, I just feel like
Stop at it. But when she was at Maryland and stuff, she was a point forward. She was out there.
Bro, that's when I originally started following her playing basketball. That's why I tell people I followed Angel Reese in Maryland when she was out there killing. It might have been when she was in high school coming out.
She was a point forward.
She was doing it all. And then LSU came.
I don't know what they did to her at LSU, but she had the handles too.
It looks like they didn't do plyometrics over there at LSU because she was barely jumping off the ground. And I do the Vertimax with kids and stuff like that. So it's like what are we? And you guys Division I athletes, so we're like, what are we doing here? But that's why I also say like the gap between the NBA or like professional basketball for boys in college or even high school is a lot wider than the WNBA to girls basketball. Because you can still be in WNBA and be the most non-athletic basketball, like non-athletic girl out there, and still be effective. In the NBA, good luck. Or anywhere overseas, good luck. So I tell girls, like, if you look like you have a clue, you can do one looks. Some small schools. If you have a clue and you can play, You get some mid majors, some small high levels, and if you got it all, you go wherever you want to go.
Facts. Facts. Like Asia Wilson, she fastest to 6,000 career points to I think Diana Taurasi was faster. So,
oh, I watch her.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah, she's good. She's in good lineage, and
she jumps off the ground for rebounds.
Yeah, she does everything.
But my thing is, like, she's an actual athlete.
Yeah, she's just.
I'm not saying the other women aren't. I'm just saying there's levels to athleticism in girls basketball.
And I feel like it's one of those. It's been one of those things too. They've been trying to put someone past her as the best player in the league these last couple of years. But she's been dominating.
I mean, who did she herald a lot of her success to? The lady that wasn't even allowed to go to South Carolina or like be on the campus, and she ended up getting a statue there now.
Right.
You don't think that ruffles a lot of feathers?
Right.
Based on how people vote nowadays and what's going on in society today. Whenever somebody's pro-black and speaks about like the history of their family and if it benefits them and all this stuff, and people will try to shun it, try to put people in place in front of you. But no different than LeBron, no. LeBron was great for so long. They just kept trying to give other people MVP trophies, knowing damn well, like, bro, his numbers are the same almost every year.
Right.
It's like, how you not giving him 4 or 5 MVPs in a row? Like, let's be serious.
How many he got? He got 4?
I think, yeah.
He got 4.
But he should have like 5 or 6 in a row.
Should have a few.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And we're the least petty gender out of the two. And they ain't had voices for that for such a long time, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think there's a lot of variables why people want to shun Asia Wilson, personally.
Yeah. But once again, she's the league leader in scoring. She's at 25. She's basically at 26 points per game. Kelsey Plum is second at 25 points per game.
I'm glad Kelsey got back on track. You know, when she got traded, I thought she was out of there.
You know, she got married. That was to homeboy, and then they got divorced.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was losing her mind. Yeah, she probably was trying to find herself again. At least she didn't shape a head ball. They trying to reinvent themselves and stuff.
You got Athlete's Corner.
That's what they do sometimes.
Check out my man Shane. Out to my man Shane Knowlton. He will be going to Choke Marie out there in Connecticut.
Prep school guy, okay.
He's doing a post grad out there for football. So
that's dope.
Yeah. So chatting with him about that, and then we're gonna come back here and talk some other stuff. Hello and welcome to another edition of Athlete's Corner, and today we are joined by my man Shane. What is going on, man?
Nothing much.
Waking up from 2 hours of sleep, I see.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta get your 8 hours, man.
No.
Anyways, you're officially a high school graduate, man. The 4 years flew by fast, but you looking back at 4 years. Everything that's going on in 4 years, just like how much relief, not happy are you that, you gotten through this chapter and, we're going to get ready for the next one?
I mean, it's definitely like a bittersweet type of moment. I'm excited to be moving on to the next thing, and I'm also a little bit, not sad, but have that feeling like I'll miss being around an area where I'm so comfortable with and like people who I'm so used to seeing every day. So, I mean, it's definitely a mixture of excitement and a little sadness for moving on, but I'm excited overall for everything that's coming.
Yeah, it was like, what's you guys, the entire class, which you guys, they called you guys names, you guys threw the caps up in the air. Like, what was like that feeling when it was officially over?
I wasn't as emotional as I thought I was going to be.
Right.
I thought maybe across stage I'd get a little teary-eyed. I thought at the end I'd get a little teary-eyed. I don't know, it was just an exciting moment.
Right.
I think I was just tapped out. I was done. I was ready to go.
Right. No, that's definitely how it is, especially because you guys have a long week. That week you got prom, then you got the trips, and then
the camp too.
The camp
the night after prom.
And then you also got graduation practice, which is like 3-4 hours long in that heat. So I can see why you guys are tapped out. But you're moving on to do your post grad, but what was the decision that led you to choose to do a post grad?
I mean, there was definitely like interests with colleges, but the main issue is being a walk-on.
Nah.
And I just thought I had a better chance on betting on myself to go compete in a better league and get some more film before heading off there, and then also maybe taking a step back and seeing if there's another part of my game I can change, which is that position change that will be coming. So I'm just looking to go into Chode and just get faster, stronger, learn a new position, and then get some better film against some better teams.
Yeah, what was were there other schools that were offering you the post grad that you had to choose from?
I talked to Thomas More, I think the school's called.
St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More, and then I talked to Burton Academy.
Okay.
So Burton Academy and Choate were my top two, and I went with Choate.
Yeah, right. What was kind of the feedback that the Choate coaches gave you that kind of persuaded you to choose them? It was kind of things they told you, or some of the advice that they gave you about your game and how they could help you.
I mean, number one, they were so welcoming. I mean, the head coach, he gave me a tour of my parents. The first day I was there, we went around and talked. And he just talked about how excited he was about my film and all that. And at first, they thought I was playing quarterback for them.
Right.
But, I had to shut that down real quick. That's not for me. Yeah. So they was like, we have all these other places we could put you. So that was the exciting part. But just like the welcomeness and then also like the commitment that he has to his team, because, he has tons of college experience and he could easily be at a top program with all his connections, but he stayed loyal to Choate and just wanted to help kids get to the next level. And so, looking at his success and how many kids have gone from Choate to the next level, it was something I was excited to be a part of.
Right, and you're one of those cases, you're not doing a post-grad to fix your credits or anything because of how good your GPA was, because this is kind of like you're going to be taking college courses already, right? So how important was that aspect too? Because now you're doing the post-grad, but also once you're done there, when you get to college, you'll have those college credits already. So you're not going to be behind from the peers that you graduated with from this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think also, like, Choate, it's not just like your average high school where you're just learning algebra and English and all that. There's these different classes that they set up to kind of broaden your horizon. Right. So I'm more interested in like their history classes where instead of focusing on past events that happened, they're focusing on current events now, and they talk about like how people interact with each other on a daily basis and how there's still prejudice here and all that. They bring up meditation classes to help with kids better understand like their mindset and bodies. Right. So they just open up a whole different set of subjects, and it was something that I was very interested in. And like I said, not having to come here because of my GPA, but instead of sports, I was excited also that it kind of came with a bonus of being able to take some different, unique set of classes that I didn't have to repeat all over again.
Yeah. Also, kind of the situation you're in too now, because here playing at Lynn English, you have your football practice, homework, but you have your friends around you. You could have those times where you could hang out with your friends. Oh, you're going there. It's kind of like it's strictly football. Yeah. Kind of like away from your friends and all, just to handle bits more like a business trip, kind of, right? Yeah. How important is that? Just because I don't think you've had the time to just strictly focus on one sport for like a long period of time because you did so much. You did so much at the school.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm looking at this a little bit easier just because I'm going to be living there. Right. I'm going to be dorming. I'm going to be with my teammates all summer. I'm going up at the end of June for a team bonding trip that we'll play against other schools. So I'm starting to meet the guys. Like I said, the classes there as well aren't like super tedious, and it's like I'm in this building for 6 hours, more like 3 hours. I get space. I get an hour and a half for lunch to kind of do my own thing, and then they set you up with nutritionists and trainers. So it feels like I'm going off to college just because of like how professional the school is. So I mean, stress level I think is going to be a lot easier for me to handle, and that's also another thing I'm excited for.
Right. You just talked about the position change, playing. You was playing receivers your first 3 years in other spots, but that past year you were strictly offense. You got in on defense a couple times here and there, right? How did that aspect help you? Because they've seen not this year, from like the other years that you were able to play other positions and then they saw that you made that transfer to quarterback and had a really good season, right? How did they use that to kind of show how they could help you on the field and the ways they could acclimate you into what they're doing?
I mean, they were excited just about the playmaking skills with the ball. So we talked about, not me strictly starting a quarterback, maybe packages and stuff, and then still playing that receiver role. Right. And then defensively, they knew about my corner history, which is also something that I've been teetering with as well since moving to playing a little outside backer this season. Right. And then I brought it up to them one day. We had a conversation. And I was just saying that if it's easy, I can also play edge just for my size and stuff to help the recruitment process, just any way to get me into the school. Right. And so that's kind of what put that idea in their head, and then they really talked about it and thought about it, and they were excited about it. Yeah. So, right now we're just focusing on gaining weight, eating properly and weight training to bulk up as much as I can before the season starts, and by the end of my time there, I'm hoping to be a whole new guy.
Right. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, some sports update. All right, so my gosh. Okay, so the Texas quarterback, this dude Brendan Sorsby, he's been granted a temporary injunction so he could play, but he's been in college for a while now. But this dude was gambling on games last year, gambling on his team games too. So
is Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame now?
Yeah, no.
I don't want to hear about nobody getting reinstated or possibly instated or nothing if you ain't going to throw my man Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
No. Yeah, this whole thing is because they had suspended him, and then he's trying to play again. But it's just like, first of all, dude, just go be an adult. And secondly, it's like
this is what happens when idiots make the law. Yeah. Like as a whole, there's always loopholes because people just want to be scumbags and don't care. They'll try to find a way to make some money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. It's weird. Like, you knew what you were doing, but once again, if they could bend the law to work in his benefit, why wouldn't we? But some people aren't upstanding, genuine people anymore. Yeah. Everybody's trying to utilize I want to say the college experience to try to make as much money as possible. Yeah. I'm not against it, but who told you to shoot yourself in both feet?
Facts. Like,
and try to jump off a diving board.
Like we saw O.J. Mayo become ineligible because Carmelo gave him 2 tickets to a basketball game.
Same thing with what was it? Dude Woods that played for Arizona.
Lauren Woods?
Yeah, Lauren Woods. Yeah, Bill Walton gave him them tickets. He got suspended for a game.
Right. Reggie Bush, they took away his Heisman and all this other stuff. It wasn't proven he even took anything.
Bro, we live in a world now, the NIL. But it's like some people are so scared to graduate college because they know the real world, they're not going to be known as anything anymore. And the amount of money that they could have made, they won't make that in their 9 to 5. But it's like, have more confidence in yourself and just go to the drawing board and figure it out.
Right.
Like, there's all types of skills and occupations and businesses you can create that you could benefit from. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are scared to do that. Because I'll be honest, it's just, what I've seen, a study, the next wave of kids, they can barely do basic educational things like basic math, science, history, and they can barely read. Right. So it's bro, it's going downhill.
Downhill fast. All right. We got Stanley Cup update. The series between Carolina and the Vegas Knights is tied at 2 games apiece. Carolina won 5-3 last night, so the series is going back to Vegas, I believe, for game number 5. It's a pretty entertaining series so far. It's kudos to them.
Shout out to the goalie who got his first start in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's fire.
Yeah, I think he performed well too. They won actually, I think. I'm not. I think who won last night?
Carolina.
Yep. Then there was that goalie then that started.
Let me tell y'all his name if I can find it. Brandon Bussey.
Yeah, shout out to Bussey.
From Sound Beach, New York. I don't know where that is.
Oh.
That might be upstate New York or something.
Yeah.
It sounds like it. College Baseball World Series is going on. There's a bunch of teams that punched their ticket. Texas is Texas is in it. North Carolina, Georgia ended up going in it. Georgia played a crazy game against Mississippi State. Crazy series. They were down 6-0 at one point, and then they ended up winning like 13-12 or something like that. So
That's dope.
that is going on. The World Cup kicks off tomorrow. There's a local kid. I think he's from Lexington or Melrose or something like that. There's some kid that's playing on the U.S. men's national team on there.
That's dope.
Yeah, there's games going. The games will start tomorrow. I know there'll be games at Gillette Stadium and stuff. I think the Cape Verdean team is playing at Gillette Stadium or somewhere. I don't know.
Now, question: do they have?
I know the Haitian team's playing it there.
Do they have certain teams in different like pools? Because I don't think they want that European chaos to ensue in America.
Yeah,
I don't think you guys are prepared to see how European football is really.
I think the German team is playing out here.
I'm just saying, bro. You know when certain teams are in the same arena, bro, it go, or certain factions, it go left.
Yeah,
If you wonder what I'm talking about, if you ever never seen Green Street Hooligans, you ever seen that before?
Nah.
The dude Jax from Sons of Anarchy, he's one of the stars in the movie. It's a English movie.
Okay.
Yo, dope movie. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's basically about like the little firms or factions, whatever you call the little team, the little crews that are like down with the teams and stuff to support the teams.
Yeah.
They ride for each other.
It's funny because I'm looking at social media. Like some of the teams that are experiencing the U.S. for the first time. Some of their players are just documenting their time going to these different places. There's one German dude. He's documenting. He's documenting everything. Like He's been impressed with the Waffle House. He went to a Waffle House at like 1 a.m. They were in Auburn. They went to their football stadium, and he was impressed with that. He was like, "Holy crap!" They went to Buc-ee's.
Okay.
For food, and he like that. So he's just documenting everything. One dude discovered ranch, and he's like, why don't we have ranch in Europe?
Because it's trash.
But he loves
That's
it.
why.
Nah, he
I don't do ranch.
yeah, he loves ranch. But there's some cool stuff. So some of the players that their games are based in the U.S. They're doing
But also too, some of the countries we talked about don't have the best food. Like I heard Germany's food is basura. But then you got other people that come over here and be like, what is this? Like I train a girl, I asked her, yo, eat chicken wings? And she goes, no. And I go, why? She goes, the chicken out here. She said, we had chickens on our compound. She's Nigerian. And she was like, and I said, I understand because I go in different countries and I get pure chicken and it don't taste the same as out here, unfortunately.
I see. My mom used to. Back when we was in college.
So as you see, I'm American, but I'm very cultured.
I see. I watched my mom chop chicken's head off, and then just see him run around.
All right.
Until they fall over.
I would love to see that one time.
Yeah. There's my mom was an expert at that.
And that's why some of you ladies need to stop playing with Tish, because she got a skill set that you don't want no part of.
Also, if you go, you want to see a goat get chopped up and cooked,
bro. I'm all about seeing how a sausage gets made, bro. Because I didn't know I'm putting it in my body. So it's like, bro, I didn't see the pig being rotisserie before, bro. In the Philippines, like, there isn't much I haven't seen.
So like one of the things, if I go back there, one of the things they do, they chop a goat up for me.
Because you're coming back. It's been a while since they saw you. So basically, when relatives come back. That's dope. Yeah. I mean, you know how he goes. So
Ezra, they do that all the time. Like one time, because one time he was showing me a video. They had to go, and then next thing you know, I just see they start cleaning it up and stuff like after they done chopped it up.
Now, granted, it's definitely gonna be an eye opener to see how you gut a goat and all that stuff. But like, we have to live, we have to eat. You have to be aware on how things are made. Like that's what it is.
My cousin's wedding in Atlanta, they actually bought some goats. They had it tied up in the back.
They did it in Atlanta?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know if it was illegal in like certain states. Like, is that something you can't do that out here?
Nah, I mean you could. Well,
No, I mean you can do whatever you want to confinements in your own space, but like it ain't something you want to invite the whole neighborhood over. Like, that's what I mean. Like it's not like a legal thing like that. Like,
let's say like if I was getting married and stuff like that, right? They do something like that. They get some goats, chop it up.
how many they gonna get?
As many as they want. 1, 2, 3.
How much?
But there was 2.
So how much goat? Like how much meat do you get per goat? Like how many people can eat off one goat?
A good amount.
Really
A good amount.
Like 12?
A whole family could
24 of one
not
goat?
12.
12?
Maybe like 10, around 10.
10?
12.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's rich. It's rich with a lot of protein and all that. I'm telling you, man, it's.
The reason why I asked because I seen somebody on Instagram. He buys a whole cow for like the whole year, and when you see how much meat's on the table, you're like, that don't sound like a bad idea. But like, where you gonna store all that? That's the only thing.
You know the size of the goats too, man, because
Bro, my man, I'm a city kid.
Yeah.
I'm only so versed in the world. You know what I mean? I don't know the variations of goats.
Yeah, some of them be small. But
But that's also why I asked. I don't know if like a small goat will feed like a family of 8. A big goat will feed 12 to 16 people. You know what I mean? I don't really know this.
a big goat, man. You'll be eating good. You be eating good. I tell you that.
I love learning stuff, man.
Yeah. So, next time you talk to my mom, next time you see my
Will
mom,
do.
ask her. She'll let you know about her chopping chicken heads off days.
Will do.
Also, World Cup. One of the referees was denied entry in the U.S. One of the officials, Somali. They said they claim he had ties to a terrorist organization.
Where's the proof?
There was none. They was questioning him for like 11 hours. So he went back to Somalia. He went back to
Like how many questions you got for somebody for that long? What was it? A question per hour? Ain't no way you can even talk to somebody for 11 hours.
Yeah, but he went to Somalia. He went back to Somalia. I think he's going to be officiating in Canada. He's going to be doing games up in Canada.
Shout out to Canada for that.
And then like the Ghanaian team, they landed and they was getting searched like they was bringing bombs into place and stuff like that. It was kind of crazy. Like.
Some of these people, they're going to be reminded how much they hate America and how much they don't want to come back.
Yeah.
And you guys are honestly seeing the true side of America.
But World Cup games do begin tomorrow. I'm crashing one of these watch parties, man. Especially the Cape Verde.
You ain't going to the game?
Ticket prices, man. No, I'm talking about flights, man.
How much are the ticket price for the games, though?
In Atlanta, it wasn't too
like
crazy.
120?
No, it was like 3 something.
3 something?
Yeah, which wasn't too crazy.
But the flights?
Yeah, it's the flight. Yeah.
So when did you say they playing?
At the end of the month. They play in Atlanta Congo plays in Atlanta at the end of the month. They play in Houston next week and stuff. So
I mean, I might roll with you to a watch party, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what's so Kron doing? You might have watch party his crib.
Last time I was just talking to him. I was just DMing. He was at a Mexican spot in Methuen.
Oh, I mean, he's healthy enough to hang out.
Healthy enough. Yeah.
Healthy enough to drink some.
The week before I seen him, he was playing Super Mario.
Oh yeah, he's in better spirits.
I think he got a Switch or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll reach out to. I talk to him all the time, anyways.
Yeah. Pedro, what we got for boxing?
Nothing today, man.
Nothing. No boxing. Well.
Oh, no, that was last week, right? Didn't Boots win? That was last week.
What was it?
Didn't Boots win?
No, that's the 27th.
Yeah, that's the end of the month.
Okay, I was watching something else then. My apologies. Now, in boxing, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I be catching this dude's the clips at AB Street. He's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian, bro. I would say, get healthy, though, bro. Mm-hmm. Put the ball down a little bit. Get back in the gym. But like, you're screaming, though, you are entertaining, though. I'll give you that. You are entertaining.
And he gonna be a good coach.
Nah,
He's gonna be a really good coach.
When he's not playing so much.
Yeah.
When he's seriously like trying to help you, that's when you see how he became a champion. But he's goofy most of the time just because it's like, what else is there to do?
Right.
But like, nah, you should definitely get into training kids, helping kids, coaching, get back in shape. Still enjoy life, bro. You can still get drunk and all that. But man, get right, bro.
Get right. Who is this? What kind of state texted me?
Urgent?
Nah, her flight's running late.
So you get more time to hang out.
Yeah, we all just gonna be at the crib chilling.
More time to hang out.
Yeah. It's cool. It's funny too, cause she be. So it's funny, cause sometimes this is the first time she's met me. We met in person. But sometimes my relatives don't know. I don't talk like that. I just don't be talking like that. Like people see me, I don't be talking like that. Especially because I picked her up at the airport. I was late. So then the next day she's like, Mukala, you didn't say nothing last night. I was like, it was like 10 o'clock. I want to be in bed. But so then she'll be talking to me in French, but then she'll stop and she'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes, I do.
You give it that stare? You don't really respond right away?
I know what you're saying. I'm like, you can talk to me in French. Like, relatives, y'all can talk to me in French. Even if I don't understand something, it'll click. Like,
do you speak it though?
My French is not that great, but I can hold a conversation for a little bit.
All right.
I can hold, but before you start going, you know.
I'll bring you around when I meet Wemby and Rudy Gobert.
Shit, Wemby might be my cousin for all I know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know his grandmother Congolese.
I swear all y'all come from like 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people though. Had all the kids in Congo, bro.
Nah, them folks, my parents, even my grandparents, they was just out there popping them out.
I mean, ain't there like
Ain't nothing else to do.
Ain't there like 16 in your mom and them?
16?
I was trying to lowball it.
Yeah.
Pause.
Like 20 of them.
I mean, now y'all see these jokes is a little splash of truth.
But the way she grew up, though, was she had, my granddad with the 2 wives and stuff. So
was it waves of them too? Like how there's a wave of y'all? But y'all like a good amount of pot though, like.
Yeah, they're a lot closer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
my
it's not about
mom's
like 4s or 5s.
Yeah, my mom's youngest sister is like only 7 years older than me. She was born 1980. That's the youngest one. But so the way she grew up, she had all the siblings, and then like my granddad took in some of his siblings' kids. So it was just a lot of people. It was just a lot of people.
And also, take notes, man. If you got relatives that are struggling with their kids and you could help your family out by taking in, you know what I mean, their kid for like a little bit, look out for your family, man. Don't leave no kids astray or hanging because it takes a village to raise kids, man.
Definitely. Actually, I got some interviews actually from yesterday.
Right.
Semifinals baseball game at Fraser Field. There was talk to the Catholic Memorial coach, the Bishop Feehan coach, some players. Check that out. We're gonna come back and gonna wrap this thing up. Give you some updates and all that. Coach, your team is heading to the Division I state championship game. First of all, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling good. Team played really well. Proud of these guys. Excited for them. Put in a lot of work this year and over the last 3 or 4 years in the program. So definitely don't take it for granted. It's hard to get this far in the tournament.
Well, you guys didn't start off the way you wanted to in the first inning, but they bounced back. Your pitches settled down. Liam in that second inning gave you guys a big boost with that RBI double. Just how proud are you of the poise that they had?
Yeah, they've been resilient all year. And again, especially in tournament games, there's going to be momentum for both teams, and it's not always going to go perfectly well. Every one of the tournament's very good. So it's going to go up and down during the course of the game. There was no panic, obviously. We gave up 1 run. We're actually lucky to get out of it with only 1 run in the first, and then being able to score 4 in the bottom of the second was really big, and then play from ahead the rest of the way.
Your defense played really well. They made the plays. You had a few innings, like a couple innings you guys went 1, 2, 3, got them out of there. Just how impressed were you with the defense?
Yeah, really clean defensive game. Fielded some ground balls well, and big throw by Timmy Mills, throwing a guy out stealing there late in the game as well, and Jacoby made some plays on the mound as well.
One more?
Yep.
What's it going to take for you guys to catch that? I know that's the last one's always the hardest one.
Yeah, they're all really tough. Obviously, 2 really good teams. We know Zavarian very well, having played them twice this year. Good rivalry. We always match up well with them. They're always really tight, close games. And if we got Feehan, obviously they're a very good team, and we'll see a guy throwing 100 miles an hour. So it's going to be tough, whoever we face, but we're excited to be there.
Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Coach, you guys are heading to the state championship game. First of all, how are you feeling right now?
Relief. I mean, those guys are such a good team, and we just knew at no point was it safe until it was over. And I mean, they proved that. We tried to put them away and tried to escape, and they just kept coming back. And even down to the last pitch. And hats off to Zavarian. They're an unbelievable baseball team. They always are. They're a really tough team, and our guys prevailed and stuck together.
I'll talk about your defense. You guys had 1, 2, 3 innings. Then they had bases loaded, and you guys were able to get out the inning, allowed 1 run in that. How did you like the poise they put when they, those guys were making that push?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, every game we played down the stretch of the season was a really close game. We played these guys not that long ago, and it was a 5-4, 11-inning game. So, whether we've won them or lost them, we've just been in a lot of really close games. And the biggest thing we've talked about in the playoffs is we just say weather the storm. They're going to have momentum, we're going to have momentum, but the team that can weather the storm and just fight through and come out on top is going to be the team that moves on.
I was just talking to Eddie, but one of those, the stolen base attempts that he was able to get the guy out. That turned to be a big play right there. And he also at bat too. He played really well. Just what can you say about him?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's a sophomore leadoff hitter, and he's not your typical leadoff hitter. He's the guy that drives the ball, but he gets on base a ton, and he just finds ways to get it done. He's really patient at the plate, and he's a really tough out. That big hit early on, 2 strikes, looked like it was going to be an out, 2-run double over the center fielder's head, just an amazing at bat. And then, defensively, I mean, blocked every ball that was in the dirt tonight. And to your point, threw the guy out. That's a huge momentum killer. He's a stud.
Braylon, those last 2, I know he was talking about he told me he used the adrenaline to get those 2 outs. How do you he got a couple pitches get away from him, but he was able to settle himself down, right? How important is that for a pitcher, especially when you're in that type of situation?
Yeah, honestly, I'm incredibly proud of Braylon. He's a kid that we cut last year as a junior. And he'll be the first to tell you he was a little underwhelming last year, but he worked his butt off in the offseason. He grew, he got bigger, he got stronger. He pitched a ton last summer and just came back determined to be not just on the team, but be, a factor on the team. And, look what he's doing now. He's getting the last out to send us to the state title in a game that he had 5 warm-up pitches to get going. And, he's gotten out of big jams. He pitched earlier in the season against Zavarian in extra innings, and he got out of jams there. And he's kind of just been doing it the whole time. And so, once we got to that 7th inning, we knew it was his game, and we were going to win or lose with him on the mound, and fortunately we won. 1
more to go. Another tough opponent. Don't get easier, but they say the last one's always the hardest one. How excited are you for the opportunity that you guys have against Catholic Memorial this Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, faceless opponents. It's Fian versus Fian. That's all. That's all we care about.
Coach, congratulations and good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jacoby, man, rough first inning, but you were able to settle down, man. What got you settled down after that first inning?
The boys in the dugout. We were able to keep the energy high, even though we were down 1-0 after the first, and able to respond with a big 4 in the second. After that, I was just able to settle in. Pitching with a lead's way easier.
Talk about the second inning. Your offense gave you 4 runs. Liam's RBI double was really the biggest difference in this. How important was that for you to get going the rest of the inning?
It was huge. Allowed me to just pitch without worrying about giving up runs, and it's always easier when you can, clear your mind and just throw the ball.
You're heading to the state championship game. 1 more game. What's it going to take for you guys to bring a state championship back to the school?
Just keep doing what we've been doing. We've been pitching well, hitting well. It's just playing CM baseball.
My man, congrats on the win.
Thank you so much.
Just need a picture real quick. Liam, you guys are heading to the state championship game. First of all, how are you feeling?
I mean, it's amazing. It's been a long time coming for this program. I think 53 years or something, and it feels amazing. Finally get a good group and just an amazing team to do it with, so really exciting.
What changed in that second inning? How were you guys just able to generate the offense you needed because your pitcher, after the first inning, really settled down and your defense really stepped up big after that first inning?
Yeah, I mean, we've been down all year early. It's happened to us a lot of times, and we've kind of just learned to battle through adversity. Whether it's the first inning, fifth inning, whether we make errors in the field, no matter what, we've learned to, just focus on the next play because we know it's going to happen at some point.
Your bat was hit today. You got a couple of hits in
Yeah.
there, especially that RBI double that really gave you guys
Yeah.
that boost, right? What were you seeing out there on the pitches?
Yeah, that pitcher did a great job, but it was a 3-1 count, so I assumed that he was coming at me with a fastball. I threw a fastball high and away, so I kind of just tried to get the barrel on it, and luckily it got the job done.
One more. What's it going to take for this team to bring the state championship?
Just keep playing the way we're playing. No matter what, whether it's Zavarian or Bishop Fien, it's going to be a great team, just like we've faced all year. So we just got to stick to our game plan and just play for each other. That's all we can do.
Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you, sir.
Eddie, man, you're going to the state championship game. How are you feeling right now?
Feels amazing. All the hard work paid off. This team's great. I love it.
You had a good at bat today. Got some hits in there. First of all, but talk to me about that out you made on the stolen base. That turned to be a really big out for you guys.
Yeah, that was great. I saw him going, and I thought of it right away. I gunned him down.
This team has accomplished so much. How were you guys able to withstand their run? They threatened for a little bit, but you guys were still able to get out that inning and only allow them to score one run.
Yeah, we faced adversity today, but we kept pushing. We went after it every single pitch and every single out. We just kept going.
One more to go, man. What's it going to take for you guys to bring in the state championship to the school?
Same thing we've been doing, just hard work, every pitch, just going at it hard.
Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you.
Braylon, man, you were in there for relief duty. They were making you work for them. They were making you work for it, but you were able to get the last two batters out. Just how are you feeling in those last two batters?
I got nervous for a sec, but I was just fired up and went out there and got the last out. Yeah.
What were you feeling? How were you able just to calm yourself down in that moment? I know it's a pressure situation for you.
I didn't even try to calm myself down. I just used the adrenaline, and yeah, it worked.
This team, the defense today played outstanding. You guys made a lot of good plays. There was some innings you guys went 1-2-3, 1-2-3. They made a push at it, but you guys were still able to get out those innings. I think they had bases loaded and stuff like. Wow, how were you guys so poised in those moments?
Just practice. We do defense all the time, and yeah, it's just yeah.
One more for a state title. Just how are you going to be able to just use this momentum to get to Saturday to try to bring the state title back to Bishop Fien?
Just keep rolling how we've been rolling. We've had a great season. Yeah, just use that momentum.
My man, congrats and good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Good work out there, man. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Some high school sports update. St. Mary's, they ended up losing yesterday in the semifinals to Milton 6-5. In the game, they were leading 5-2 with in the fifth inning, and then Milton tied it up and took the lead late, and that this season's over. But looked like they was going to the state finals, but it just they didn't work out that way. So kudos to them on a great season. They had a really good season. Even the coach knew they was going to be good, but their pitching compared to what they lost last year was really good because they lost 2 Division I pitchers and stuff like that. But the guys they had this year really stepped up. Softball lost in the quarterfinals to North Dighton or whatever.
I have no idea. Has softball been good?
Yeah, they've been consistently good.
I know they won a bunch of championships. I didn't know if there was, back to that.
Flag football, the girls are playing at Merrimack College tomorrow, so it's like the semifinals, then the state finals right after. So I think I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna go up there, check that out. This other one. So look, the Ipswich Lacrosse had to forfeit their state tournament game yesterday, and I thought. When I saw it, I thought, did they have an ineligible player or something? No, they were smoking. They were smoking cigars, and there was a picture of them smoking cigars. So there's a rule in the MIA handbook. You can't smoke tobacco and all that other stuff. Those type vapes and all that. But here's the thing: the cigars weren't real. The cigars weren't real. The parent, the father, went to the principal with evidence showing them that these weren't real cigars; these were fake cigars. But it was the seniors; they was
when you graduate,
celebratory stuff.
What's the?
So one of the dads, he went to the principal and showed him, and then the principal called the cigar shop. The cigar shop confirmed those weren't real cigars; they were fake cigars. And then the principal told the parent, okay, it should be fine, it should be played. But then the superintendent steps in and says, no, they're not playing.
Where is this?
Yeah, this was Ipswich.
Well, I mean, there you go.
And I was just like...
For one, it's Ipswich. We have no idea how they think up there.
Yeah.
For one, I would just say, everybody, just stop taking pictures of it. If you do take pictures, you don't have to post everything everywhere. I get it. They shouldn't even be penalized, but you got to understand that these people have no lives. And so people just are losers, and they'll just watch your every movement. So don't even give them any ammo whatsoever.
The only thing I told this dude that this rule's been in place for a while.
But it's just loser
it's a
stuff,
stupid
though.
rule.
It's like, if I take a picture with a cigar in my mouth and it's not lit, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, like I told the dude, I was like, the kids probably should have posted it later.
Yeah, after he played it.
That's it. Know that, but to do it, I was like, you would have thought these dudes were smoking crack the way they did.
Yo, you said smoking. Thought they were smoking weed in the locker room, smoking vape on the bus, smoking vapes and weed in school. You said they had fake cigars,
and
bro.
just took pictures. just wanted to do the celebratory.
So you can only imagine what type of Karens and Kens are up there in Ipswich, bro. That would just make a fuss out of anything.
That's why as I told somebody else, there's too many goofy superintendents trying to put themselves in, what goes on in the sports world. I already told these kids in Georgetown how I felt about their superintendent and what she did to their basketball coach. So
I don't think I know too much about that, but she's probably a goofy.
Yeah, I'll tell you after that.
I'll be honest, a lot of women in the education system are goofies, bro. Because it's not them. It's honestly a lot of Karens. So individually, you might not be a goofy, but like when you're grouped in a group and you like to benefit from being a teacher and you like to sit next to rubbing elbows, you gonna be a goofy too.
Indeed. So sad for those kids that couldn't compete and have a chance to go to the state finals, but
that's crazy. Are they able to sue?
No, because they're going to say the letter of the law, this is in the rule book and stuff.
But it wasn't real. Yeah. So it's like, that's like you saying you can't drink champagne and you got the Welch's Spritz or whatever it is. And that's just fruit juice.
Hey, man.
Like,
me and you on the same boat on this one.
I'm just why do people care so much? Like, why do they care so much?
Too. They're 18.
Like, why are you going out your way just to ruin kids' opportunities? And why? Did your kid play for the opposing team?
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get up out of here. But next Wednesday is our last show for a while. But plan to have a bunch of people in here. Some people going to just be watching. I seen Josiah. She said she might. I saw her at graduation. I told her last. She said she might.
Yeah, man. Also, too, I'll have my last shirt that I got to wear on the show. The website will definitely be up and running. We might even order something on the show. See y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all next week. I'm gonna go hang with my cousin and enjoy the sun.
I'm gonna go lift. Because I got to get this out the way.